Hello everyone, my name is Brett. Welcome to a new Beyblade thrift store bag opening. This bag is $4 Canadian, and we've got a lot of cool parts and pieces in this one. Looks like we're going to get a bunch of different launchers like we always do. We got one random Bakugan mixed in there, not quite sure why, and then various different types of Beyblade parts and pieces. This is going to be a good bag. I'm so excited. I love that I can find these bags at the thrift store for so cheap. Now, the prices have been varying the last little while. I would say I'm paying closer to $5 to $10 a bag now. These $4 bags, I've been sitting on them for 2 months, 3 months. So the prices have kind of changed, but like all toys have changed. Like if I'm being honest, 2026 has brought in a whole bunch of new pricing and everything. So yeah, I have noticed toys are starting to go up and up, but yeah, that's why this bag is so cheap. Right now, to get a $4 bag of Beyblades, it's pretty hard pressed. Honestly, it's not really happening too often. But yeah, let's open this bag up. Let's see what we got. I love the variation in launchers. I know it's kind of a weird thing to be fixated on, but I just love the fact that we're getting all these different colors and types and versions. So the first thing I was really interested in was this. Yes, this is the gun, right? Yeah, I was like so confused. So I didn't think that this was a launcher. But it is. It's got the little... Now, this might pop out. I don't want to break anything. And I'm pretty bad for being rough with stuff. But I'm pretty certain that this is a Beyblade launcher itself. Just one of the small ones. It just clicks in place here. This thing's got a bunch of different buttons, though. And I'm not sure exactly what they all do. Interesting. But, I mean, nonetheless, you just hold it. You put your ripper in on the top, like normal. And you go. So let's see. 1999 Hudson Soft Takara. Okay, 2004 Hasbro. I know that there's a few different makers and manufacturers of Beyblade toys, so something I still have to learn as we kind of go along here. But this one in particular is the Bakugan Shoot Beyblade. And I think we were supposed to have maybe just some stickers on the one. This little black piece might be a little different. Not quite sure. Let's kind of click. These are eBay listings, so the eBay listing might even say whether it's a complete one or not. Yeah, that looks fairly complete to me. So it's got a light blue ripcord, which we do not have, not that I can see. And then that black launcher piece. I just don't think, we just don't have that. Not that one in particular, I don't think. Unless, I don't think that's the same thing. Just with the logos and everything. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of cool too. Someone's got this listed for $50. I do believe that's Canadian pricing. I mean, still, it's pretty cool. So I knew that some of these launchers can be worth some money. I just wasn't sure which ones. Someone's got a bid up right now, auction up with no bids for the same Beyblade launcher. $25 right now. So what, maybe $20 launcher or so in value? So $4 bag, right? And you can say that thing right there technically would pay for everything, which is a wild statement, but yeah, crazy. Let's see here. Let's grab all of the rip cords just to see what we have right now. Looks like we got 5 of them. That's cool. Actually, there's multiple different versions here. I like the light green, or is that more like a lime green? One of those two. Anything colorful I like, but even the black ones aren't too bad. Pretty sleek looking. We got two of the, almost like T-cross ones. One of like the panda ear looking ones, and then just the circle regular. So that's nice. It's always good to get these in the bags because you need everything, right, to be able to use this stuff. So you don't want just a launcher or just a ripcord, or even just a Beyblade, because you can have one launcher. I've learned about this years ago when I used to play a lot more. They break, right? Depending on how hard you are on them or how much or how often you use them. And it doesn't hurt to have extras or more. Some are better than others too. Some just have like a bit better of a tighter launcher and kind of rip better. So, you can get picky with them if you really wanted to. Let's go over the launchers that we have here. These ones are all the same. This is from the Beyblade Metal Fusion series, the 2010. It says right under there. Yeah, 2010. Cool. And then this one's the same. I don't really remember seeing this color too often. It's a pretty cool color though. But we got 4 of them, all varying colors. I think the bottom one and the top one are, yeah, same color blue, just with a different sticker on it. So we got 4 of those. Oh, 5 of them, my bad. I'm always missing a couple here and there. We got a couple of these ones. All of these launchers look to be like the newer, I want to say Beyblade Burst. What was the year? 2017, yeah. So these 2 white ones are Beyblade Bursts. The blue one here is a Beyblade Burst as well. Nice. So that's 3 of them. We got 2 of these guys, and these ones are 2016. So I'm going to say that these are Beyblade Burst as well. These ones are pretty tiny, honestly. Like, there's only really enough room for your little thumb, your pointer finger. That's it. Like, there ain't much to hold on to that one. I wonder if these are like the starter kit launchers or something like that. We got a little hair donation here. Thank you very much. Great. All these thrift store bags always have dirt and stuff in them for some reason. Not the end of the world. Here's that Bakugan that we got. This is pretty cool. Not quite sure which one he is, but it says B300. I think that's the attribute numbers that he gets. But pretty cool looking, like spider Bakugan. I like that. Let's see. I always find some Bakugan to be very hard to close up. Others are easier. This looks to be like one of the easy ones. So that's cool. I always love it when they're easy to close up. Makes it better for storage. So we got a lot of parts and pieces in this bag here. We will go over them in a second. We just got one launcher to talk about. Don't worry. I didn't forget about the gold one here. Ooh, this one's got some crazy designs. Now let's see. It says 2010. So it's got to be the metal fusion era. It's got double launchers. You guys see that? That's kind of epic, actually. You want to really play by yourself or something, and you just wanted to launch 2 at the same time. I don't know if that's what this is intended for, but that's how I would use it personally. But it's kind of funny. This gold launcher, I thought because of the other one being older that this would be older, but not quite. 2010. So not overly expensive. It's the Metal Masters Duotron, Gold Master Duotron double launcher from the Metal Fury 2010. Cool. So yeah, and something that's just not expensive either. 15, 20 bucks. I mean, these are all listed prices. These aren't sold, so I always like to go lower than the listed because that's just generally where the market's sitting at. So very cool. Nice little find. A lot of value in these parts and pieces when it comes to these toys. Here's our first Beyblade that we're going to go over for today. This is a pretty cool one. Leo, I'm pretty sure it says in the middle there. Green one. I forget what these tall tornado style Bakugan are called. But this should be something that we can take a picture here on the Google Lens and search up. I don't see why we couldn't. That was a bad picture. I do know, like, you got to be pretty spot on with your pictures. You do have to try. You can't just take a sloppy picture. It really helps the AI figure out exactly what you're trying to take a picture of. So this is Tornado Leon. This is from the XTS, Extreme Top System Tornado Battlers series with Hasbro. Okay. Cool. Extreme Top System. So I think that's what these ones are called. Interesting. Very nice. Not exactly... Oh, I think this is a listing. I always like being able to just see... No. Sometimes listings are very odd. Looks like this one's not even going to pop up for us. Might have gotten deleted or something like that, but sometimes you can find ads. I just find that's usually the best way to find out any kind of value on them. But cool. That was our first complete one. Looks like we're going to have 3 in this bag. Here's our second Beyblade. This is a pretty cool one. I love the translucent clear pieces they've got. Some metal in the middle. Pretty defensive. I like it. I like it. Cool. Oh wait. The bottom goes inwards, which is kind of interesting. Another character I have yet to ever see. So let's give it a quick little picture here and see. What can Google tell us about this guy? It's always fun finding out in real time about these characters. So this is the Beyblade Burst Evolution Hasbro. Doom Scissor? Doom Scissor? D3 8 Glaive. So this is the Switch Strike Crusher battling top from system parts of the Beyblade Burst Switch Strike system designed for battling. Cool. That's probably why it's got the metal part underneath it. Beyblade Burst Switch Strike. Okay, cool. And so this guy came with one of those white launchers, which is this one here. So that's pretty cool. You can match those up now. Nice. I like it. Beyblade's got some cool history now, you know. Hard to believe that it's 1999, I think it released. So, oh man, 3 years away? 3 years away from a 30-year anniversary? That's hard to believe. That's really hard to believe. It has changed a lot over the years, but I think it's kept up with the times. I mean, it's, you know, I think they're still making shows for it right now, whereas something like Bakugan has just recently ended. So we'll see what the future has to hold for Beyblades, but hopefully it stays alive. Hopefully it just kind of keeps making different versions of itself. I think it's pretty awesome. Now this Beyblade is pretty cool. This is one of those collectible ones, I think, because it's got electric screws on it. Screws on it for probably electric stuff. But the bottom, you guys see that? It goes in and out. I don't know if that means that would it bounce? Probably not what that means, but it'd be kind of cool. Oh wait, it says Pegasus Jumper. I don't know, man. Maybe it is. This is the Metal Fusion Metal Masters attack type battling top. It features a blue and red color scheme and is part of the Stealth Battlers sub-series. I don't know. Crazy. Let's see. That's not quite the character that we have there. And of course, it's not popping up either. See, these aren't quite the character. Like, we have a, how do I put it? Plastic piece on the top, but it's metal in the middle. That's not the same Beyblade. That's not interesting. Still, sometimes I do have a hard time identifying the parts of a Beyblade. Like this one here, looks like it's this. So, Jack's Beyblades. I know there's off-brand Beyblades, so maybe this is one of those. Jack's Beyblades. Like, there's a picture, but that's all we got. It's just a picture on a website that I don't even know what it is. So, this one's got me puzzled. If you guys are able to identify at all, please feel free to comment down below. Especially with anything here today that I've already talked about. If you know anything about it, please comment down below. I really do appreciate it. It helps me learn as we go along. So we got a couple top part pieces here. We got a green, we got a gold, then we got a blue one here. These are pretty cool. Some of the newer Beyblade stuff. And then some of the best stuff here. We got some plastic middle pieces, which you don't see too often. I'm pretty sure this would be for some of the older Beyblade stuff. And then we got 2 metal pieces. Every bag so far I think I've bought comes with some metal parts, which I don't mind. These are some of the cooler pieces. You always want to swap these out and see which ones make the bigger sparks, right? The bigger noises. So that's kind of cool. I love it. This is a great bag. We got a couple more pieces here. Some little bottom pieces here. And then I don't know what this thing in the center is. Might not even be Beyblades. Who knows? Not quite sure. But $4, we got a Bakugan, tons of Beyblades. 3 that are complete, which is awesome. Tons of launchers, the ripcords. I'm going to say this is an A+ bag. I would definitely buy it again if I had the opportunity. I love Beyblades. This is so awesome. It's so cool to be able to start collecting these again through thrift stores of all places. And I'm able to find like all kinds of year groups too. Some older Beyblade style stuff to your newer stuff, which is, it's weird. It's cool, but very weird. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to end it here. If you haven't already, please drop a like down below. It helps get me out there in that YouTube algorithm out to new viewers like yourselves. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I will see you all in another unboxing very soon. Have a great day, everyone.